It is time for Beat Mercedes. We want to give away a $2,900 diamond pendant from Michael E. Minden Diamond Jewelers in the Fashion Show Mall. Can you guess the song faster than I can? Our contestant is on the line. Corinne, good morning.
Good morning.
So we are very excited about this. We want to get you this diamond pendant, $2,900. How are you on your music? Are you pretty good at analyzing? Do you know songs?
I think I'm okay. I listen on Mondays, and sometimes I do well, sometimes I don't.
Okay. I feel like this is your Monday. I am going to step out of the studio. You're in good hands with JC and Steph. They are going to help you win. I hope they help you win. Okay. So I'm signing off, you guys. And we are live streaming, by the way, right now on our Facebook.
All right, Mercedes now stepping out. Corinne, how's it going? How was your weekend?
It was nice. It was nice. How about yours?
It was relaxing. It was a fun weekend. Steph is excited about her Padres. I'm excited about the Phillies. If you had to pick between the Padres and Phillies, who do you think is going to win?
I'm from the East Coast, so I have to go Philly.
Yeah!
Boom!
Yeah!
Oh, no. We'll find out how this goes. It's all right. I get it.
We're in the East Coast, Corinne. Okay, I love it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you some. First, I'll give you some test audio. This is not the actual contest. I want to make sure you can hear things down the phone line. Let me know you can hear this little music bed that's playing.
I got it. I can hear it.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So the next sound you see will be the actual song. Once I start the song, as soon as you know it, say got it. The clock immediately stops, and you'll have 5 seconds to correctly identify it by artist and title. We will go a max of 20 seconds. Once we hit 20 seconds, everything automatically stops, and you got to give us something, okay? All right, let me hit reset on the clock, and we start now. We hit the 20-second mark.
I know I've heard it, but I have no idea.
No.
Okay, do we say what it is? Do we say what it is or no? Let's just say what it is.
Go ahead.
It's Madonna's Material Girl.
All right, I'm going to bring Mercedes.
Hold on 1 second. All right, you put you on hold. We'll get Mercedes in here. Mercedes is coming in now. Turn this on. Push those buttons in. Here we go. This takes a minute.
Sorry. At least it's true. She steps out. She has to get everything on.
It's the real deal.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm like trying to put everything together because I turn off all the volume and everything. I can't hear anything.
Okay, you ready, Mercedes?
Yes.
You ready, Steph? Trying to make sure I get this right here. Reset and turn this.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Gotta clear your throat.
I just need to
clear your throat, clear your mind.
I just need to listen. Okay.
Okay. Start now.
Got it. Material Girl Madonna.
Mercedes, you are correct, and you did it in 1.4 seconds. Here's the deal. Corinne, she did it. She actually went 20 seconds and didn't know the song. So Mercedes, once again, you win.
Oh my gosh. Wow is right. Corinne, were you not a Madonna fan?
I'm a 90s kid, so I'm just not,
little past yours.
Yeah. Oh.
I used to listen to Madonna all the time, so I feel like I kind of had an unfair advantage on that one. But thank you for playing, Corinne. That means we are up to $3,000. A $3,000 diamond pendant from Michael E. Minden Diamond Jewelers in the Fashion Show Mall. Whoa.
That's big. That is big.
I feel like if someone was like a true like big Madonna fan, they how long did it take me?
You did in 1.4 seconds.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
that's fast.
Wow, that is fast,
but
still.
Yeah, Corinne went the full 20 seconds. So we do this every Monday. Beat Mercedes, as she just said, rolls to a $3,000 diamond pendant from Michael E. Minden Diamond Jewelers. And we go from diamonds to Halloween with something really big.
We're excited. We kind of gave you hints about this last week, but it is official. Ghost Walk is back this year. Join us on October 31st from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the District at Green Valley Ranch for Mix 94.1's annual Ghost Walk.
We want you to come dressed up and ready for an evening filled with trick-or-treating, costume contests, and spooktacular jams as well. And there'll be stores, cars from Audi of Henderson and other. We have many partners we want to thank: Finley Toyota, Cricket Wireless, Jones Wilson's Attorneys will be waiting for you with bowls full of candy. So you got to stop by every one of them, all the stores, all the sponsors, and get your fill of candy.
Yeah, and not just that, but you can enter the Pure Plumbing Costume Contest for prizes. You can stop by the 1 hour heating photo booth to grab snaps of your kid's costume. And also a special thanks to Albertsons and Bonds and Family Promise for giving us loads of candy. We're going to have so much to give away.
It's all happening Halloween, which is Monday, October 31st from 5 to 8 for your safe Halloween fun at the District at Green Valley Ranch. For more information, just go to our website, mix941.fm. "20 seconds. She went the distance."
I thought that was a pretty easy one. I'm
Yeah, I
kind
thought
of
she- yeah.
surprised, honestly. Like, yeah, that I don't know. But she was like she said, she was a 90s kid, and that was like 80s
Yeah, it's so
on it
hard.
too. So
That's the dirt.
are you gonna try to go out to a game, a Padres game? I don't think your mic is on.
I was muted. Sorry, when I was thinking.
I was like, I can't hear you.
No. So if or when they go to the World Series, we're gonna try and go.
Oh, you're waiting for World Series, huh?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, because I don't know how they are ranking wise with the Phillies. I believe they're in Philly. No, they're in San Diego tomorrow and Wednesday, I believe. Gosh, I have to check the schedule. But if I say if and when we go to the World Series, it's gonna be, I think, during a weekday. So I'm gonna be like, "Hey, J Love, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity."
Dude, I would try to go to the ALCS too, though, because just on the off chance that they don't win, which I think they're on a roll and there's a good chance, but
I know.
you don't want to miss out. You should try.
I don't know what to do. What do you? So you're saying?
I would go. I would, but I love baseball. I would go to any game. I don't care who the teams are. Like I would try to go, and then try to go to the World Series also if they go to the World Series.
True. So if they go to like a game 5, 6, because it's out of what, best out of 7 for this round?
For the ALCS, yeah, it's
Okay.
for best of 7.
Let's see. Oh man. Yeah, tomorrow in San Diego.
Tomorrow and what? So
Some-
Tuesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Friday?
Tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday
Oh, it's back to back.
in San Diego.
Oh, dang.
Games 3 and 4 in Philly. Game 5 in Philly. Game 6, which is a Monday. So it's looking like every home game for the Padres is on a weekday.
You
Which-
can still work remotely. I mean, like I think you should, but that's just me.
It's tough.
You
I know. Even James was like, "Are you gonna go? Are we gonna try and go?" I was like, "I would talk to J Love. I don't see why he wouldn't care."
you can still work and not be here. You can still do it. So
Very
you wouldn't-
true.
You wouldn't even have to like technically take a day off. You can
Yeah.
still get the job done. We can handle the rest here. Oh, my hair is disgusting. And you should- I have not washed my hair because I'm getting my hair done today. So I was like, I am not gonna wash it. And now I'm looking at it like, ugh. But
I
yeah.
I'll go back to the Padres, but I realized I was doing something wrong and with my hair until this past weekend. Because I remember, you know how you are like a lover of dry shampoo. I was like, I don't get the hype. You know, I try it, it
Yeah.
didn't really work for me. So what I was doing wrong, and I used my sister-in-law's dry shampoo. She goes, girl, she's like, you're doing it all wrong. Watch me. So she's like, you need to do more. I wasn't doing enough because it would still look oily. She
Yeah.
goes, you need to put more. You're not putting enough. She goes, you need to get the front. And she's like, you need to put your hands in there. Because I would just spray it and I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever.
That's what I do. I like when I do dry, and I have not used dry shampoo. I just actually forgot, but I part my hair and then I'll go like I'll spray, and then I'll part my hair again, and then
To
I'll
really get in the roots.
and then yeah, so I'll do that all over my hair, and then I scratch it with my nails to really get it in there, and I let it sit, and then I comb it through.
Gotcha.
But like I said, I did not use any this morning, and you can tell my hair is like.
No, you can't really tell. It looks like you actually just washed it and just let it air dry.
Yeah, all the curls have just completely gone. But oh well, I'm getting my hair done today, so I don't care.
Yeah. So I don't know if they go to a game 6, maybe I'll try and go next Monday.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't
Do
know.
it. I would if I were both of you, I would go. JC, this is how you can see the Phillies close to home.
Yeah, but you know how expensive it is? And also getting out there and everything else?
You could sit
Go to
in that.
San Diego.
What's that
What's that?
place? What's that place in the end? Like something park stuff.
Yeah, on the opposite end where you don't really need seats.
Yeah, I mean,
What's that called?
it's a cheaper way to go see them.
Yeah, true.
Because I looked at those seats. They're not seats, but I still was like, they're not even my team, so I'm not gonna go. But if it was my team, I would totally go.
Is it just park at the park? No. Oh, what is those? What are those seats? Me and JC will be live in San Diego at the Odyssey San Diego.
If it was my team, I would go. I mean, I'd be tempted to go even though it's not my team, just because I love Bryce Harper and the Gallagher Square.
Oh, okay.
You can get seats in Gallagher Square for $160.
Oh, they
For
really?
two- Yeah.
For tomorrow's game?
Yep.
Wow.
Now, if you want like really good seats, ooh, yeah, like lower levels, upwards of
800?
675.
Oh.
That was the cheapest I found. Oh, no,
We spent-
563. But if you want upper level, no. Oh God.
If the Yankees win tonight, who do they go on to play?
The Astros.
Oh,
Hate the Astros.
interesting.
333. They're coming down the higher you get. 238, 250.
Oh boy.
216.
216?
I'm just saying. You should go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that Sunday game would have been perfect, but it's in Philly. It starts at 11:30 too, and I could still get a flight back home, but
What's 11 our time, probably?
It's 2022. You can work remotely.
oh boy.
You can do
Hey,
it.
Steph, are those spots right? 2 back-to-back Chick-fil-A's coming up?
Yeah. That's how they were scheduled. Me listen to them.
Hi, I'm Capri, and a little. Hey, I'm Michelle, and a little thing I love.
Oh, it sounds like 2 testimonials back to back.
Hi, this is JC.
And what I love about Chick-fil-A. All right, I'll get back to you guys about the Padres.
Look, everyone's encouraging you to go.
I know.
Treat yourself.
YOLO.
YOLO.
Hey, if you go, then maybe I'll go.
We'll all go.
I
Should we
mean,
go live?
if you guys are going, then why? I don't want to get left out. I'll go. I would like to see
go.
Bryce Harper personally. I would like to see him play.
Oh, that'd be great.
Then I can meet up with Sophie. She can come out.
Stay in the dorm with the girls.
No, I want to go back. The hotel we stayed at was so nice.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. I want to know.
Loved it. It was so nice. Like I said, I only stayed there because the one we normally stay at was their rates were insane, and I don't know if it was because of baseball or if there was something else going on in town. So we stay there, and it's farther from Petco. But I mean, it's walkable at the very least. It's like you could get an Uber, and I saw a bunch of those like cart guys, like with the bikes that have the little thing. They were all outside our hotel, so you could take one of those. It was so nice. I want to stay there again. I loved it.
Remember we almost got that cart guy in Chicago? Wasn't he like super expensive to go? Like
Yeah, he's like $80 for 2 blocks. We're like,
Wait, how many people do we have? How many? There was 4 of us.
I can't remember.
Yeah, there was 4 of us because that's when Vanessa came with us.
That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, just like $50 to just bike a mile. There's
Oh my,
something crazy.
We'll walk.
So funny. James just sent me a tweet. The Padres in the NLCS all times Pacific Standard. Game 1 through 6 or 7 if it goes to 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh.
You gotta go. It's so
I know.
close. It's so close. You could do it.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, if you go, I'll go.
Okay.
Well, I'm just trying to. I mean, I'm sure Matt would want to go too, and then that means Brooklyn would be coming. So now we're in for
You're
4
there, so you gotta
tickets,
take
and
trophies.
I'm like,
Now you're 4 tickets in.
yeah, I know. I'm like, oh boy,
Wants to go.
we'll be sitting in Gallagher Square too.
All of us together.
Go to San Diego to watch it on TV.
Yeah, right.
The big screen.
It's time for the Daily Dirt on Mix 94.1.
Members of BTS, the K-pop supergroup, are planning to undertake military service. The band's record label confirmed this, with Jin, the oldest member, aiming to start the process at the end of the month. Mercedes, you kind of broke it for us this morning. This is huge news right now.
It really is huge news. Just coming off of their Busan concert this weekend, and I like personally, I feel like this is such a boss move on their part because they were slated to hear from the government whether or not they would let them defer their military service or give them reduced military service. So that was supposed to happen this week.
Mhm.
So instead of waiting for that to happen, they come out and they say, we're starting our military service at the end of October. We're all going to do it. We'll be back in 2025 for you guys. And they didn't even wait for the government to do that because they knew that then people would be like, oh, they get preferential treatment. I mean, it was, and they gave so many hints during this concert. They're like, please trust us. Things are going to be happening. Please trust us and believe in us. We're going to be here for you. We promise. But the enlistment doesn't mean we're not going to hear anything from them for the next 3 years. We're going to still get updates. They have so much stuff already ready to go. But just the fact, since the governments use them for their own benefit, and they always threw them under the bus. It was just ridiculous how they always would throw them under the bus. This is clearly their decision. And I love that they don't owe anything to the government now. They'd always have that. Like the government would always have that on them. Like, well, we saved you from doing that. Now they're just doing it on their own terms. And I love that.
Because they were to push it off until they turn 30.
Well, Jin turns 30 in December.
So he's turning 30 this year. They got to make some kind of moves here. Wow.
Yeah.
That's going
But
down.
I love that they're going to all do it together
Yeah.
within the same like kind of time frame. That way it'll just be one, period of time, not just a bunch of different.
So they get done at the same time as well, or around the
Yeah.
same time. Well, staying on the whole K-pop theme here, the K-pop group Stray Kids have their second #1 album this year. Maxident debuted at #1, and you go back into April, Ordinary debuted at number one. That's only 6 months and 3 weeks between #1 albums. That's a fast time. But who holds the record for the fastest time between #1 albums? Taylor Swift does.
Oh yeah, and then her new album coming out on Friday, so
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
So it was only 4 months for Taylor between #1 albums. Evermore hit #1 on December 26, 2020. And then Fearless, Taylor's version, hit #1 on April 24th, 2021. So yeah, but Taylor's new album comes out this Friday. For the second straight year, Drake and The Weeknd are opting out of the Grammys. They're sitting out over the confusion and unhappiness with how the Grammy committees make their decisions. Nicki Minaj is also sitting out. The Grammys take place on February 5th. I think they make the announcement of who's been nominated in about a month, but Drake and The Weeknd sitting out again this year.
I think there's just so much controversy when it comes to the Grammys and who gets nominated and how many times they get nominated. That I think everyone's over it. I really do.
It goes back to that one year with The Weeknd. Is he had the #1 album, owned all the charts, didn't get one single nomination.
I
It
know.
made zero sense.
I really think that the Grammys are losing their relevancy. I really do.
Big time. There's a website called Crossword Solver, and it has determined what actor has dropped the most F-bomb in his or her career. And believe it or not, it's not Samuel L. Jackson. A lot of people thought it'd be Samuel L. Jackson. It's Joe Pesci, who said the
Oh
F word
gosh, yes.
272 times in his various movies. But check this out. 241 of those come from the movie Casino.
Yeah, it is F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb with him.
Al Pacino is second with 197. So let's talk about the S word. Denzel Washington is the king of the S word, saying it 84 times. Most of them were in the movie Training Day. And then also they ran the word hell. Al Pacino has used that the most in 49 times in his movies.
What are you king of? What word?
If I have a couple cocktails in me at boot camp, wasn't it the F word I was dropping at dinner that one night?
Oh, you were just so loud and you just kept cursing so
I was excited.
loud.
It came out of me. I don't know what it was.
Just in everyday conversation though. I think I am the king or the queen of seriously. I say seriously a lot. Seriously? In just different contexts, different inflections. Seriously.
Awesome. Holy smokes.
You say awesome a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'd say you're the king of awesome.
I'm the king of awesome.
I'm the queen of seriously.
Heck yeah. The king of awesome and the queen of seriously. A quick side note, Julia Roberts is the only female that made that list. It wasn't the F-bomb list, but she got 40 S words and 23 hells in her movies.
Mm.
Let's talk sports. Golden Knights undefeated, 3-0. They got a game tomorrow, Calgary, and that's away. So it's 6:00 tomorrow night. UNLV, they lost again this weekend. The final score to Air Force, it was a blowout, 42-7.
Ew.
Their starting quarterback was out, though, so maybe that explains the huge lopsided loss. But
No offense, it's quarterback who stepped in. Jeez.
oh my gosh, a couple interceptions was rough.
It's tough. That's scary.
Here's the deal, though. Saturday is the big one at Notre Dame.
Oh.
11:30. I believe it'll be a nationally televised game on NBC because I think Notre Dame has all their games televised. So UNLV is going to Notre Dame this weekend.
Seriously?
Seriously, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's seriously awesome.
It's going to be awesome. Raiders had a bye this weekend, and let's talk about tonight's game. LA Chargers are hosting the Denver Broncos. Ladies, care to talk about the game?
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. I just know you as a Padres fan, Steph. I don't want to talk about it because Denver, I don't know what they're doing this year. I don't.
They got the superstar quarterback, right?
Well, I'm waiting for him to bring out the superstar because he's having a rough go. I just feel like there's just a lack of communication. They're just not gelling yet. There's just so much talent, and it's not gelling. But
What's their record?
oh gosh, is it 1-4?
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh, that's tough.
It's not good. Steph, what's your guys' record?
I want to say we're 2-2. We're 3-2. We're 3-2.
The Raiders are 1-4, so the Broncos are 1-4 as well. So that division is still attainable.
Broncos are 2-3.
Oh, see, I don't even know their record. I'm just their last 3 games I think have been pretty bad. So yeah, and I have 2 players on my fantasy team playing tonight, so this will determine if I win the week.
Ooh, extra special game
I'm
for you tonight.
losing right now, so we'll see.
We have tickets for you to see Depeche Mode all week long. There'll be at T-Mobile Arena. This concert is in March. We've got your tickets coming up actually this hour at 7:40. Here is Ed Sheeran. It's Mix 94.1. With a Halloween announcement and everything, we got late, so we'll go out of traffic. We'll have to be kind of tight, though.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're super late.
I'm sorry, I just turned my mic on. I didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh, I was saying because the whole Halloween announcement and Beat Mercedes, we got super late, so we'll come on after traffic and it'll be a tighter break.
Okay.
Was something with that sibling thing? Be something quick.
What was that one?
Which member of the show would make the best or worst sibling? Wasn't it with that or not?
Hold on. I didn't see that one. Is that yours?
Yeah. So many comments about me about not knowing John's profession, and then they said that you'd probably make a really good sister.
They should probably ask my brothers and sister. My brother made a comment to me last time I saw him. I was like,
"Oh, really?
Rude."
Oh, we do something with that, real? Because it could be tighter too.
Yeah.
That whole it's the AFC standings. Broncos win tonight. They're back in it. The Chiefs are in first place with 4-2. Then you have the Chargers 3-2. Broncos 2-3. They're still alive.
A
A 2-game losing streak though.
Yeah.
Maybe Russell Wilson just needs time to adjust.
Yeah, it's just not working out
94.1 Free Ride Traffic.
This traffic report is brought to you by Sam and Ash Injury Law.
I'm John Barr, and here's the latest conditions from the Finley Toyota Traffic Center.
Things got off to a bit of a rough start, but we're settling into a pretty nice pattern here on your Monday morning. Northern Beltway slowdown though on the eastbound side from Lamb to Centennial Parkway and westbound North Jones to 95. You're going to be waiting to go from the westbound 215 on to 15 northbound with that connector ramp down to a single lane until November 16th. 15 north, just a bit of a battle rustle to Tropicana. Slowdowns 15 southbound, Charleston down to Flamingo. Mitch Kelly with your time saver traffic.
Personal injury law is constantly changing. Uber and Lyft accidents aren't like other cases, but most law firms have them kept up.
Don't trust a new case to a lawyer who's stuck in the past. Call Sam and Ash, 702-820-1234, or visit samandashlaw.com.
Here we go. Now back to Mercedes in the morning.
The first thing I turn on when I wake up.
The best on Mix 94.1.
So if you were listening on Friday on the show, we had JC's brother, Baby John, who's like a grown man, but we like to call him Baby John, on the show. And I loved having him on. He is just so hilarious. I really feel like he missed his calling doing like stand-up comedy or something, because he's just so like unintentionally funny, and he's such a good storyteller. But did we ever figure out what he did? He never really told us.
He didn't really, because Laura was asking me the same thing on Friday night. She's like, well, so what does John do? I'm like, I don't know. I was so confused after we spoke to him. I don't know what my brother does. And that's one of the reasons, because I knew that he got a promotion to vice president of something inside Merrill Lynch. And I didn't know what his position was. So that's why we had him on the show. And I still left confused. But I saw a friend on Saturday night who was listening on Friday and was giving me a hard time for not knowing what my brother does. And I know he's got a brother. I'm like, what does your brother do? And immediately he knew like what his brother does. I'm like, I'm sorry. I guess that makes me a bad sibling. But then he did drop a line. He goes, I bet Mercedes would make a good sister. And I agree. I said, you know what? She is a good sister, and she would make a good sister.
Well, thank you. That's very nice. I try to be a good sister, but that being said, I don't think we ever got an answer on what my brothers do for a living. So maybe I'm not that great of a sister. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a good sister.
Well, which member of the show do you think would make the best or worst sibling? 702-364-9400.
Oh,
Out of the three of us, Mercedes, JC, Steph, who would be the best sibling? You got to rank us. Who would be the best? Who would be the worst, and why?
Yeah, prepare to someone get your feelings hurt here.
I'm ready.
Who would make? Oh, how about you rank them? Why don't you start off? Who do you think would be the best to the worst?
Okay, I would say it would rank you, Mercedes, as the top.
Wow, thank you.
Kind, giving, caring. I know if a sibling of yours needed something, whether it be financial or a place to stay, you would be there for them. And then would I rank myself or Steph? I would actually rank Steph second.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, and then I would put myself.
Did you? Her face, if you're watching on our 7 a.m. social, Steph's face was like all offended, and then you said second, and she nodded and smiled.
Good answer, JC. Good answer.
I would put you second, because you're also too. Your heart is filled with nothing but love, and you're such a happy, outgoing person. I just feel like you're always there for your siblings.
Oh, thank you. It's really sweet of you.
Okay, Steph, how would you rank us as siblings?
I would actually do the same exact order as JC.
Really?
Yes, Mercedes being the best, me being the mediocre sibling, and then JC last.
I'm a good brother.
that looked
crazy. Don't give me a second ranking. I'm in third place in two rankings.
I think maybe it's because you don't really keep in touch with your siblings. Maybe that's why. It doesn't mean you're bad. It's just that you don't stay in touch with them.
I text them and stuff.
Do you though?
What? Yes.
On a regular basis?
John and I communicate a lot, and I'll send messages every now and again, like birthday presents to my nieces, my sister's kids. I'm a godfather to one of my sister's kids. She obviously picked me for a reason.
There was no one else.
I know, right? He was the last resort.
John was too young.
I was drunk, and I gave her this big speech, please. And she gave it to me the next day. I'm like, oh boy, that's a commitment.
That's funny. No, I think you might be surprised at my rankings. I think my rankings might throw you guys off a little bit. As the best sibling of the three of us, I would actually rank Steph as number one.
Really?
Yes, okay. I think you are really loving and would be fun to be around. At number two, I would rank you, JC.
Yeah.
I think that despite your lack of communication with your siblings, I think you would be like, when you do see the family, I think you probably are fun to be around and like the life of the party, and everyone's like, oh, it's so fun to be around JC. And then with me, I would rank myself last.
Why would you rank yourself last there?
I think that you guys are just going on surface and you're not delving deeper. But like my brother made a comment to me the last time I saw him that kind of stuck with me, and it kind of was like a dagger to the heart. And I never responded to it. I just let it go. But he had a couple of drinks. And this is my brother, not littlest brother, but the second
The one
brother.
that you grew up with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he made some comment and he was I think he was trying to mean it as a compliment, but it kind of hurt. And he's like, puts my arm around me. It's like, it's so great to see you. And I'm like, it's great to see you. And he said, how did he phrase it? You know, you don't have to be so bossy all the time. I'm glad to see you're not being as bossy as you used to be. And I was like, don't say anything, don't say anything. And I was just like, oh, he goes, you know, you can be submissive sometimes and it's okay. And when I said that,
I would spit out my tea. You said submissive?
Yeah. He's like, you know, it's okay to be submissive sometimes. And I was just like, and so I was like, hey, walk the other way. Like I was just trying to, because it was a fun, family outing, and I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything.
Was this at Sophie's graduation?
It maybe, I don't know, maybe.
Maybe use the wrong words. Like it looks like to see that you're relaxing and having a good time and not worrying about everyone.
He said bossy and
Okay.
then submissive,
Yeah,
and I know what he meant. And it's
But this is the brother but you butt heads with sometimes.
I used to, and I thought things were, and I think we're still in a good spot, but I do take charge a lot. I'm the oldest sibling. That's what I've done my entire life. I've had to be the one to take charge, to make the decisions, to do all that. And I think it's always kind of upset him because he feels that he's a man and he should be the one because he's the oldest man. And so I don't think that my siblings would rank me number one out of the three of us.
I think it was. I think you would get the Mario vote, you get the Monica vote, you might not get the other brothers vote, you get 2 out of 1, so you'd win.
I think Mario's order with the three of us would be Steph, JC, me. I think Monica's vote would be JC, Steph, me. I think Marcos's vote would be JC, Steph, me.
We get a variety with all your siblings.
I would be last for all of them. I'm not lying.
Oh, those are bossy and submissive. Those are 2 words that I want to hear you thrown your way.
When you're a Taurus and the oldest sibling, I'm sorry, you're gonna try to take charge a lot of times. That's just how. That's
You're
how
gonna
I
think
made
you're
up.
always right.
Well, this is true. Yes, and I am.
You are always right.
I am. So
We've got your tickets to go see Depeche Mode. They're going to be here in March, T-Mobile Arena. We've got your tickets in less than 5 minutes. We also have the Hot 3 coming up next. What do you got for us?
Okay, 6 in 10 parents admit that they are not very good when it comes to this. What is it? We'll talk about that. Also, when it comes to names, men are more likely to have names like this, and women are more likely to love this part of their name. I think this is one of the funniest stories when it applies to us on the show. We'll talk about that coming up. And then a couple does a house renovation, and they find something during this renovation that is worth thousands of dollars. We'll tell you what it was coming up next in the Hot 3.
Stick around. We've got more Mercedes in the morning coming up. It's 94.1.
How would you like to get 200%?
You talk to your brothers and sisters every week, whether it be text message or some form or fashion.
Birthdays always.
A phone call on birthdays.
Yeah, Mario and I text quite a bit. Mario and I.
Yeah.
My sister and I, once in a while, I usually text my other brother just around birthdays and stuff and holidays and stuff like that. But Mario and I, we keep in touch quite a bit.
That's good.
I just texted my sister this morning though, just to see how she's doing because she's in France right now. So I wanted to know if they got there okay and if they're having fun. But she hasn't texted me back.
Time change, is it nighttime there? Or?
Yeah, it's an 8-hour difference. So it's not it's like late afternoon. So I figured okay, she'll get it now, but I haven't heard anything.
I should. My sister, as far as a direct message to my sister, birthdays or something's going on, but we have a family text exchange, and her and I will communicate in that. She'll make a comment about something, I'll write back.
Do you guys get that USPS informed delivery? So it shows you what your mail is going to be that day.
No, you've always talked about it. I've never signed up for it though.
Oh,
I love it.
I love it just so I know what to expect. But then today I'm looking, it's like bill.
And you get it every single
Bill.
day.
Yeah. So I always know what's coming. I've got like all bills. I'm like, oh.
Does it show you like political flyer?
Yeah, it'll show the political flyers too. Yeah.
Ugh, enough of those already. Same with text messages.
The text messages are insane.
How do they get our numbers?
I don't know.
Do we put our numbers on the voting ballot? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
No, right? Excuse me.
Have you ever been to Blue Ocean stuff?
In La Jolla?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only passed by it, I think. I don't think I've been in.
It was so good.
We stayed at not stayed. We went to dinner right next door to it. I think it's this place called George's.
I don't know that. I didn't see that.
Blue. Okay, yeah. Tell me about your
it's just like I got ramen. It was so good. Sophie got udon and Brooklyn got chicken katsu, and then we got those bao buns, and they were so cute and so
Aren't they?
good. Oh my gosh, I was dying. I was like, I just want to take pictures of all of these. They were so cute.
They're so cute. You don't even want to eat them.
I know.
What else did you guys do? Oh, how was that Italian restaurant?
It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. The food was pretty good. I mean, it might have been a little overpriced, but you're definitely paying for the ambiance. Like you walk in and it looks like no other restaurant I've ever been in. The problem was like the hostess kind of like gave us bad vibes when we first got there. Like she was just kind of snotty, and I was like, okay. So that just made me like kind of on edge the rest of the time because she was just kind of a bee, and I'm like, I don't know. I was just annoyed, but it's on the very top of that building.
Okay.
And you just see all of San Diego. So the view was insane. The food was pretty good. I had a cocktail that was awesome. It was so good, but yeah, it was nice. I would like to take Matt there just so he could experience it. But we were talking to one of the girls at the hotel, and she's like, telling us where to really get the best Italian food. And she's like, you got to go to Little Italy to get the best Italian food. And I was like, dang it. Well, we already made this interview or this reservation and I gave him a credit card. So I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah. No, and now it's funny that you said that restaurant last week. Now all I see is that people going to that restaurant. It's so funny. I'm like, it's not one of those ads. It's not one of those things like where their Instagram profile will pop up in a promotional ad. It's actually people in the restaurant. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Mercedes is there too.
It's beautiful. Like when you walk, you take the elevator to the top floor and you walk out and it's pitch black. All you hear is jungle noises and there's plants everywhere and there's stars. And I don't know where there's a door. And we're like, how do we get in the restaurant? Where are we? And I thought maybe we went to the wrong place. And then these people come out of this door that we didn't even see. And they're like, you have to go through here. And we're like, okay. So we go in there and then it was like, whoa, it was really cool.
Kind of like a speakeasy feeling.
Yeah, it just like that first initial reaction. I'm like, why are we? I felt we were in the haunted mansion, you know, when you walk into that first room and you're like, where's the door? Like, how do you get out? All by myself.
Don't wanna be.
Thank you. I was like, where did everybody go?
I was grabbing our winner.
My computer's about to die.
Oh no.
The winner first.
Okay.
It's Mix 94.1, Mercedes in the morning. Some hot phones right now.
Hey, Jill, good morning.
Hi.
You are caller 20.
Yeah.
No way.
You are it. You're the first winner of the week. We've got your tickets to go see Depeche Mode, their Memento Mori World Tour at the T-Mobile Arena in March of next year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, Jill. You are all set with your tickets, and we've got your tickets still to come this morning. We'll do them again at 9:40. The Hot 3 is brought to you by Flyover Las Vegas. Locals now get 50% off.
If you have kids, what do you think your shortcomings are? What do you think you lack? Well, 6 in 10 parents admit they're simply not very good cooks. A new poll of parents with school-age kids found that the school year is as stressful as ever for parents, from having time to do, make the proper meals for their kids to making sure their kids are doing their homework and getting enough sleep. 3 in 5 parents say the burden of cooking in their household usually falls to one parent, and it's usually themselves. And 62% said they would give up some of their favorite things for a week if they could just get dinner on the table in under 10 minutes. They'd give up their favorite music, their favorite TV show, their favorite movie, or their most loved outfit. I give up all those things. I still don't get dinner on the table.
I think I was going to say, you should give yourself a pat on the back because majority of the times you have something ready for Brooklyn. And when Sophie was there, you're normally like, what, 3 nights out of the week you're cooking?
Yeah, but I cook in a way that I'm strategic. It's got to be something that we can have for 2 nights, that I can turn into leftovers or that I can turn into a new meal the next night. So like, let's make chicken breasts and have some rice and some broccoli one night, and I make extra chicken breasts, and then the next night I can chop them up and we can turn those into chicken tacos the next night. So I do something that I can get more than one night out of. So I cheat.
No, you're not cheating. It's just smart. You're thinking ahead. You're making it work for you.
They hate it. They're like, so what leftovers is this going to be? I'm like, well,
My mom was a stay-at-home mom growing up, and we'd have dinner every single night. We sit around the kitchen table, and it was just every single night there was a hot meal. And you look back and you take this stuff for granted. You don't realize how good it was. Like, oh, you get home from school. What's for dinner? Such and such. Oh, okay. Didn't we have that last week? Yeah, but we're having it again tonight.
Yeah, I know. You're just lucky your mom's cooking for you. It's so nice.
Oh, to have that now.
All right. Did your parents spend months agonizing over what your name would be, or did they just look at you and be like, boom, this is your name? Do you know how it was for you?
I was determined. Yeah.
They knew.
They knew it was going to be Jorge Christopher. And then that was going to be initials as well. You use my initials throughout my life.
Yeah. There was a new poll out where Americans were asked about their names, how they got them, how hard they've been to deal with. And if they actually like them. There's someone standing outside. I'm looking. Who is that?
What's he doing?
I thought he was standing in front of your car. Whose car is he standing? I don't know what he's doing. Do you recognize that guy?
Watch.
Oh, he put.
Oh,
now he's walking.
He's Uber Eats.
Oh, it's Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice. A handshake.
Oh, handshake.
No, that's not Uber Eats. Uber Eats doesn't do a handshake like that.
No,
That's a
it's not.
listener.
They brought something for one of our sister stations.
That's nice of them.
Okay. All
Because I do Uber Eats a lot. So I never walked out and got a handshake and a hug like that.
Could you imagine if every Uber Eats person gave you a handshake or a hug?
I get more tips.
Yeah. Back to the names. When asked how people got their name, 38% of people said both their parents picked it together. 27% said their mom decided on it alone, and 11% said their dad picked it. 3% say a sibling named them. And when asked who or what they're named after, 30% of people said their parents just liked the way the name sounded, and 27% said their name for a family member. Men are more likely to have names that are easier to spell and pronounce. JC. That's pretty easy to spell and pronounce.
On the birth certificate, let's put down Jorge Christopher. My mom's like, maybe initials. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to go with that.
Yeah, let's have him go by initials. Much easier for the kid.
When it comes to women, women say their name, just 42% of women say their name is very easy to spell, with another 26% saying it's somewhat easy. When asked if you like your own name, 60% of men like their first name, while 59% of women do. As for middle names, though, 58% of men like theirs, and 65% of ladies say they love their middle name.
If you Sophie, Brooklyn, amazing, but you find out you were pregnant with both of them. Do you start discussing what if it is a boy and what that boy name would be? Did you guys ever have that conversation? If so, what was the name going to be if one of them was a boy?
Cruz, Cruz.
Cruz.
Yeah. So Sophie was going to be either Sophie or Cruz. And so then when she was a girl, we kept Sophie. And then it was with Brooklyn, it was going to be Sadie or Cruz. And so when I was going in for my final appointment, the doctor was talking to me and was like, so have you come up with any names yet? And I'm like, Sadie. And he goes, Sadie. And the way he said it, I was like, excuse me. And he's like, that's an interesting name. And I was like, is that, and I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, it's just going to be very confusing in your house, don't you think? Mercedes, Sadie. And I'm like, and then Matt and I looked at each other. We're like, oh no, you're right. And so then we had this whole long conversation with him about inspiration for other kid names. And he's like, where places you've traveled? And we were like, well, we went to New York. I was pregnant. We were walking around Brooklyn with this big, and then it just dawned on us. We're like, Brooklyn. Yeah. So that's what we went with.
The Cruz name, was that a family name or just one?
I just loved it.
Yeah.
I did no family. Like I just thought Cruz.
That's a cool
That's
name.
a cool name.
All of them are cool.
What about if you had kids? What would you name a boy? And what would you name a girl?
Oh my gosh, we never even had that conveation. Or have I ever put thought into it?
Okay, so let's do a hypothetical. JC in a different timeline. JC in an alternate universe. There is a JC with kids out there.
Yeah, I think I would keep the Jorge as well. So I go Jorge if it was a boy. So probably do the same initial thing as well. So I do Jorge. Middle name, I got to think about it. But yeah, definitely be a Jorge. And if it was a girl, Samantha.
Samantha? The way you said that was kind of like Samantha.
I don't know why. What was Samantha?
Like
Julie. I like the name Julie.
Julie?
We do the all J's like my parents did,
that
all
would be
J's.
cute. Julie Fernandez.
Yeah, maybe Julie.
I like that. Baby Julie is somewhere out there.
Julie and Jorge Jr.
Dad! What?
The same alternate universe. I'm cooking dinner every night for those kids as well.
Yes,
Hot meal on the table.
There's a whole nother JC out there somewhere. Let's see. Finally, this morning, you never know what you'll find when renovating an old house. A British couple was doing a kitchen renovation and taking up the old floorboards when they found a stash of old coins. The 18th century home was hiding the rare coins dating from between 1610 and 1727. So this anonymous couple, they put them up for auction, and guess how much they got for these coins? $853,000.
Oh my gosh.
This stash of old coins. Could you imagine?
Wow.
All I found when we did our kitchen renovation was like some old Burger King bags that were under the stairwell and an empty milk jug that had water in it. It was like, these jerks left this here on purpose.
Did you try eBay? Maybe it's an older wrapper that's not available or something like that.
When they had the old Burger King logo.
Coming up here in the 8 o'clock hour, tickets for you to Freakling Brothers Trilogy of Terror just in time for Halloween. Those are yours at 8:25.
I know we're running late here. Do we want to sign off?
Yeah, we're super late. How did that happen? Yeah, we'll sign off.
Yeah, let's sign off here. Mercedes, do you want to sign off? I don't know if she could see us or hear us. You want to sign off here?
Yeah. Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.